Deputy President Paul Mashatile has delivered the keynote address during the commemoration of this year's Langa Massacre. It was held in Kariega out in the Eastern Cape. And our reporter, Lerato Fekisi, is there and joins us now for an update. A very good afternoon to you, Lerato. I suppose it's Happy Human Rights Day to you. So I heard very importantly towards, of course, the Deputy President's speech, they're talking and raising a very important issue or matter of the fact that South Africa needs to convene a national dialogue that seeks to address specifically these long as well as ongoing racial issues. Talk to us about how he said this will actually pan out.
Well, a very good afternoon. Deputy President Paul Mashatile has wrapped up his speech here at the Human Rights commemorations in Kariega, and what I think stood out the most in his speech was the issue that although there's a lot to celebrate in terms of human rights and economic growth in the Eastern Cape and also nationwide, a huge issue is the issue of unemployment, currently sitting at 31.9%, saying that if we're going to speak about celebrating human rights, it mustn't just be about speeches but about action, saying that even in the Eastern Cape, the youth unemployment rate is skyrocketing high and leaving many young people then on the streets either in drug or alcohol abuse. He did go, however, to express that although there is a concern about youth unemployment nationally, also in the Eastern Cape, they have developed what is called a Presidential Youth Employment Initiative, which has already employed 1.5 million young people, and 70% of those are women. He also spoke about the National Skills Fund and the Social Employment Fund, which continues to address issues of youth unemployment. But above all, just saying that it mustn't just be about commemorations year in and year out. What's paramount important now is that the action towards ensuring that everyone has got equal opportunities in terms of economic growth, that young people have got opportunities in terms of getting jobs, that young people are going into skills that the economy is going to need going forward, that young people are into funds that are going to help them start entrepreneurship journeys for those who want to become entrepreneurs. Also speak about the issue of land, that for a long time people within Kariega have been marginalized in terms of land, and if there was a time now that issues of land be addressed, it's now, saying that the government is committed to making sure that those whose land was taken away illegally, their land is restored back to them. So wrapping up his commitment to the people of Eastern Cape, saying that he promises that in a year's time, the promises made by Premier Oscar Mabuyane of decreasing youth unemployment, of building more houses, the huge housing backlog in the Eastern Cape, and also above all trying to ensure economic opportunities for all is achieved, that it's not just going to be a mouth and a talk shop, like he said, but now going forward, especially now with the government national unity, the focus is to action things, to make sure that people on the ground, beyond the Human Rights Day commemorations, jobs are created, people are not going to sleep hungry, the poverty rate is decreased, the youth unemployment rate in the Eastern Cape over 40% is decreased, and above all saying that economic opportunities must be made available for everyone in the entire of South Africa.
All right, thank you so much to our reporter there, Lerato Fekisi, and she joins us, of course, from Kariega out in the Eastern Cape, where Deputy President Paul Mashatile has just delivered a keynote address there commemorating the Langa Massacre.